Okay, yes, I'm back again on my podcast, Kudzi Madziro podcast, on my channel, on my page, right? You saw the video title. In this country, a couple, they split bills 50-50. Yes. So, this is what I want to talk about right now in this video. This is what I want to communicate right now in this video. So, it's not really a country, but countries, a lot of countries around the world. When you go to Europe, when you go to America, United States of America, this is the system. You see a married couple, legally married couple, or formally married couple, an officially married couple, and they're enjoying their marriage. But when it comes to bills, you want to pay for water, you want to pay for electricity, you want to pay for internet or Wi-Fi, or maybe you want to buy groceries. That couple has to sit down and plan, organize everything, and they have to split or divide the bills 50-50. Right. So this is what happens in those countries in Europe and in America. I know you're an African and you're beginning to be surprised, like, me to split a bill, to divide a bill with my husband or with my woman 50-50. Why? Yes, I understand that. I know that because in African, you are used to see the husband look for money, hustle for money, and then pay for everything: water, electricity, internet, grocery, and clothing, or maybe transport. Everything is done by the husband. Yes, I understand. I know that. But when it comes to Europe, when it comes to America, United States of America or Europe, any country, Germany, France, Switzerland, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Croatia, Luxembourg, Estonia, Latvia, Georgia, Montenegro, all these countries, this is what they do. A married couple, either black couple or white couple, when it comes to bills, electricity, water, grocery, transport, internet or Wi-Fi, the couple has to sit down and calculate everything and budget everything. Then they split by two, 50-50. And then they go and pay. They go and buy this or pay for this. So you as an African, maybe Zimbabwean, South African, Malawian, Zambian, Lesotho, Swaziland, or Nigerian, Ghana, or Kenya, or Tanzania, whatever country you come from, I know you're surprised. Whatever nation you come from, I know you're surprised at this reality in Europe, in America. Yes, I understand your feeling. I understand your surprise. I understand the source of your shock. Yes, this is the kind of life in America. This is the kind of life lived in by Europeans. The married couple, they split bills 50-50. You understand? The husband will pay the other 50 and the wife will pay for the other 50. If they're in a relationship, that's the same thing. When it comes to a relationship, a guy and a girl, boyfriend and a girlfriend, and they're staying together, they've decided to move in together in their apartment, in their mansion, or in their house. So when it comes to bills, any type of a bill, any kind of a bill, they split, they divide 50-50. You understand? Right. So this is the kind of life in Europe by Europeans or in European countries and America. Right. So maybe it's the first time to hear about this. Maybe it's a brand new time, first time ever to hear about this. Like, a husband and a wife, they're splitting bills, they are dividing bills. Why? This is their system. So I hope you have to accept that this is their system, this is their kind of life. This is what they decided to do in Europe and in America. And they live peacefully like that. They live joyfully and peacefully like that, without any squabble, without any noise, without any commotion, without any hula baloo, without any pandemonium. This is how they live their lives in Europe and in America. Right. But for Africans, it's rather different. The husband has to pay for everything, or the man, the guy, has to look for money, has to organize money, or raise money, or hustle for money, and pay for water bills, pay for electricity bills, pay for food, groceries, pay for transport, pay for maybe clothing. When you want to buy clothes, when you want to use transport, and you're hiring transport, I know the men in that relationship or in that marriage, the guy, the man, the male partner in that marriage, in that relationship, has to pay most of the bills, pay for most of the things, or to fork out the money and pay for all the expenses. This is the system in Africa. When it comes to Africans, when it comes to African people, when it comes to African countries, this is the system. I know, I understand. I'm also an African from Southern Africa, from Zimbabwe, Republic of Zimbabwe. I know, I understand what happens. So, but when you go to Europe, you're gonna see a totally different thing, an entirely different situation or reality, whereby the couple, like I said, they divide all the bills in the house. If it's £10,000, the wife has to pay, has to bring on the table £5,000, and the husband has to bring on the table again £5,000. If it's 12,000 euros, maybe it's Germany or Italy or France or Switzerland or Denmark or Sweden. If 12,000 pounds, 12,000 euros, the wife has to bring 6,000 and the husband 6,000. If they're boyfriend and girlfriend staying together, the guy has to bring 6,000 euros and the girl has to bring her own 6,000 euros. It's divided by two, it's split by two. These are how they do things in Europe, in America. Right. I know you got a lot of comments in your mind, in your brain, in your head. Fine. Okay. Drop, type in the comment section, in the comment box. I'll come and see them out. I'll come and check them out. All the comments, whatever is in your mind. When I was talking, when I was explaining, what came to your mind, what came to your brain, what popped up in your head. I want you to write everything, type everything, drop everything in the comments box, in the comment section. I'll come and check them out. I'll come and see them out. Otherwise, I'm done talking. Peace out. Sharp.